This video is sponsored by Dreamverse. Dreamverse is the world's first NFT and music festival. It is being held on the 4th of November at Terminal 5 in New York. It is a physical event. Really cool stuff happening. In particular, it is the first time that Bleeple's The First 5,000 Days NFT will be showcased. This is the most expensive NFT in the world at $69 million. There's a whole bunch of art stuff going on, including AR and VR experiences. That's from 12 to 4 p.m. And then there is the Dreamverse party from 8 to 1 a.m. Headlined by Alesso, various other artists there as well. Of course, the tickets are NFTs designed by a lot of money. You can buy them now. You get this sepia version, and when you turn up and get them scanned, you get this fully colourful version of the ticket itself, a valuable NFT. So check it all out. It's happening the 4th of November in New York. Check it out at dreamverse.life. Thanks for the sponsorship. Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So the news today is that the Arc8 platform is now live. Actually, this is a mobile platform, but so I'll sort of talk through the news via their website. But to play these sort of things, you have to do it via your mobile phone, obviously Google or Android or iOS. But I guess what's interesting about Arc8 is it sort of comes from a non-blockchain space. So the company behind it, called Gamee, I think it's how you pronounce it. It's game with another E at the end, Gamee. So they've been operating this this sort of, it's like a hyper-casual mobile game platform. They've been operating that for a while, just on mobile devices, and that's still live, and that's like a real money platform. So in that one, you sort of play these very simple games. And you sort of get rewarded with tickets, and then every so often there's basically real money given away, and the more tickets you have in that sort of lottery program, the more chance you have of winning. And also it seems a bit random, you can also sort of win money. But it basically takes, unless you're playing the stuff all the time, it basically is impossible. So the minimum cash out is $10. And if I just check on my phone now, I've been playing it for, I mean, not very seriously, but I've been playing it for probably a while. Oh, excuse me. And it's doing the ticket thing now. And I've earned, let's have a look. I've earned $4.55, supposedly in real money. So I've been definitely had it for 6 months or so. So it's sort of one of those things where if you get to $10, it's not a scam, but you know it takes you sort of forever to get to $10, and you basically watched loads and loads and loads of adverts. So for most of us in the sort of developed world, not really a sort of great sort of use of our time, I suppose. And obviously that sort of thing, so that sort of mechanics already works. They've set that up. You know, I don't think it's a massive business, but it is a proper sort of business that's been operating for a while on mobile. And they've brought that sort of reimagined that for crypto, I suppose. So this is what Arc8, at least as I see it. So Arc8 is been bought by Animoca Brand. So Animoca Brand is very aggressively investing into the crypto space, particularly on the consumer sort of gaming side of things. And so what they've done is they basically recreated the Gamee brand with this Arc8 brand. And this is a pretty similar thing. You can download it for iOS or Android, and it has a crypto wallet. It's at least at the moment, I suppose, a custodial wallet. So you can own the cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is called is GMEE. That's an ERC20 token, also running on the Polygon network. So Polygon, obviously, part of the sort of Ethereum ecosystem. So there's a few different things here. So we see here under projects, we have the token here. So that's to say ERC20 token. There are various ways in which you can yield farm that at the moment. We have this Arc8 app, which they call it esports meet crypto gaming. It's sort of not really esports as we would understand it. It's basically these very simple sort of casual games, casual sort of hyper casual games that you play them, and you can sort of earn. You can earn the cryptocurrency in there. You can also sort of earn. They have another sort of currency, which is a bit like the ticket currency that I mentioned before, and you basically use those to enter tournaments. So this new thing, Gbots, this is a sort of NFT-based system, and then this is the original sort of prize app, the Gamee prize app. And we can see here the price of one of the tokens, what it is in dollars. So, but what one is interesting, so in 6 days' time, so six days, 22 hours time, the first of these 1,000 Gbots will be released. So you have to have the token on the Polygon network in your wallet, presumably something like MetaMask. So probably these things will set up sort of fairly quickly, I imagine, and they will sort of then come into play in this sort of Arc8 sort of universe. So there has been this pre-mining app. So if you've been doing that, you could have earned up to 25 of these GMEE tokens. But that's finished now. That was sort of a sort of a token distribution. I got 1.65 tokens. So now it's the proper sort of game. So you can play against other people. So there's these big tournaments. You can just play sort of casual play. These are the sort of games that we have. So as I say, if you've played the Gamee, the original Gamee one, this was pretty much the same game. In that one, Pixel Dungeon, this looks like a slightly new one. I must admit I didn't play all the games in the Gamee kind of platform, but basically you can see the sort of games they are. So sort of hyper casual, but now all this stuff is underpinned by a ERC20 token that can be sort of cashed out. Obviously, so in a sense that's sort of positive, because instead of hanging around trying to get my $10, which is to a degree, they have a $10 minimum because they have lots of high costs around moving money to people's bank accounts. I mean, obviously, sort of crypto gets around some of that. You still pay a gas fee on Polygon, which is much smaller than you would do on Ethereum. So, and it also allows people, clearly, if I want to really sort of get excited and really get into this sort of platform, I can go and buy some of this token via MetaMask, and I can transfer it into my custodial wallet, and then I can use that. In fact, I do actually have some of this token from a long time ago. I somehow got some. I can't remember how. I think I was yield farming some Rev tokens, I think, and I got some Gamee tokens. So I need to sort those out, find out where they are in my MetaMask wallet, and then transfer them across. So it is interesting. I think it's interesting because it is basically they know the system works because they've been doing it without crypto or blockchain, and now they're bringing it to sort of blockchain, and sort of clearly in the current situation, everyone's very excited about this sort of stuff. And I guess again, as tends to happen with these play to earn sort of things, I guess it's not so exciting for people, financially at least, it's not so exciting for people who are sort of in Western countries with sort of full-time jobs, and just the amount of money you can earn per hour is just not equivalent to what we can do in those sort of economies. But for lots of other people around the world, this can, even if it's not their sort of full-time salary, maybe they have, they could potentially, with 4 or 5 hours a day, sort of earns additional sort of revenue. Now, will this be the next Axie Infinity? I mean, I don't think so, because Axie Infinity works really well because it has this layer that people can build on. You have all these kind of scholarship sort of funds sort of build on top of that. I think this is harder to do for this sort of project. This is much more, individuals playing themselves. Just the way this is built on sort of a closed system, I suppose. Whereas Axie Infinity is sort of built much more on a sort of open blockchain sort of approach, so people can kind of build their own tools. This is not that, at least at this time. So, again, something to sort of check out, particularly I think as people are interested in whether or how we can retrofit sort of blockchain to existing games. I think there are a lot of problems in doing that, and obviously, what they've done in this case is sort of create a new product based on the old product, but the old product is still there. If you just want to use the old product, that's fine. So they're not sort of messing up their existing audience. They're sort of taking their learnings and trying to create a new one. So I guess that's where the interest lies. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you want to go and check it out, the Arc8 app is available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, so you can do that now. It seems to be, actually, when I just checked it, the servers were down, so maybe a lot of people are sort of trying to check it out at the moment, but in general, that's live. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you again soon.